Run tell them, the big body high priestess, somebody come see this. I am in my kitchen, at my dining room table. Um, y'all are being held up. My phone is being held up by a pack of Lysol wipes. That's how I feel. I'm not in my office today. But I wanted to come fuck with y'all for a few minutes. Pass on a few messages. I hope y'all can hear me because my kids are watching Encanto. That's what they're watching in the living room. Anyway, this is your daily check-in for March 19th, 2022. But this is the time of shooting, so whenever you see this, you're supposed to. Let me start with the affirmation for the day. The affirmation for the day is I seek harmony in all of my relationships. Team building exercises are important to me because they remind me how much I enjoy working with others. I get along with those I'm supposed to, and I will naturally put distance between me and those I don't. I'll read it again. I seek harmony in all of my relationships. Team building exercises are important to me because they remind me how much I enjoy working with others. I get along with those I'm supposed to, and I will naturally put distance between me and those I don't. Let me know if the TV is too loud for y'all and y'all can't hear me. I just realized, like, I just feel like this shit got way louder as soon as I got on with y'all. It just felt that way. It's been the same way this whole time. But anyway, let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit, guide, spirit, animal, source, God, universe, thank you so much for where we get up and we push and we move forward even when we don't feel the best. It helps us feel better. Hi, PJ. Say hi, PJ. Thank you for our familiars, spirit. Where we connect with those who we're sent to protect and those who protect us. Thank you for where we choose ourselves, where we choose to spend time with those that we love, where we put worry and stress and anxiety on the back burner and allow ourselves to have fun. Please allow me to tap in with my soul tribe, see what the overall energy of the day is, what we're working on today, what we're leaving for another day, and what we don't see coming. Please protect the spirit from any negative energies, only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Hey, Angela. Hey, Angela. Please hit that like button, share if you feel cold, subscribe if you haven't. I so boom. Few things. So I really feel this energy of like legit not feeling well, and having to force yourself to do things. To move to go on like it's a regular day, and this may not, when I say regular day, this may not be going to work, or necessarily, or handling a bunch of responsibility, but just showing up. Just getting out the bed, just being active. Child, I didn't do my hair today. I don't give a fuck. I've been around my house all day. Um, um, yeah, showing up anyway for you anyway. And it legit making you feel better. You would feel worse if you laid around that energy. This could be emotionally, this could be mentally, but for some of you, for a lot of you, it's just physically. Something about the Virgo full moon really making people feel sick, or highlighting where they don't feel well, man, or where they want to improve. Someone is heavy on the intuitively. This could be people who are younger. Someone is preteen, teenagers, randomly out of nowhere, just having this desire that they want to get healthier. They want to be healthier out of nowhere. Um, or someone who's always been funny about the things that they eat, are subconsciously thinking about getting healthier. They don't know why. They didn't plan it. They didn't know it was going to be this way. Um, Someone could definitely have Virgo in their chart being activated this way, but I do feel this for a lot of you, um, focusing on the children or whoever's young, what they're eating, making sure that they're getting what the nutrients that they're supposed to get. Enough iron or whatever the fuck. Like, there's something about this shit. Um, Big message out here is not worrying about what anybody else got. Don't be worrying about what anybody else got. Don't be pocket watching. Don't be watching anybody else's blessings. Um, wondering when yours is supposed to come, or even feeling like somebody doesn't deserve the blessings that are theirs, right? You may feel as if you put in a lot of work somehow and someone else doesn't, and so they don't deserve, or why do they get blessed before I do, or why do they get certain things before I do? That ain't none of your concern. You need not watch any of that. What sometimes what looks to be on the outside as a blessing, just ends up being a lesson, ends up being something that somebody, an experience someone has to go through, or someone legit is worthy. They're deserving, and it's just that simple. Whether you deem them to be worthy or not, whether you understand their relationship with the divine or not, or whether you understand that even though you don't like them, or you don't feel that they've put in the same amount of work that you've put in, um, or that they're deserving of something necessarily, you got no say so about how they co-create with spirit. You know, if someone does it in real time, someone manifests in real time, you could be really disappointed the majority of the time with someone because you know that they have the potential to do so much more. You watch them use their gifts when they want to, when it benefits them, when it's something that their heart is really set on. And I just feel like, and you watch them, um, you know, watch them waste a lot of their potential, the majority of the time, and so it may be frustrating. But I feel like something may be on hold for you, may take you a little longer. Maybe a no today, but it'll be a no another day. Maybe a no. I mean, it may be a no another day too. Maybe a yes tomorrow, or maybe a yes another day. But today may not be the day, and um, you need not watch or be worried about what someone else got, or even try to jump to get it for yourself. In the same time, and don't try to follow behind somebody. Um, I also feel like really watch for the people that you try to include when you level up, the people that you try to include when you have certain blessings, and that energy isn't reciprocated when they stumble upon a blessing, right? They don't include you, or they don't think about you, or they don't try to make sure that they not only get it for themselves but they get it for you too, even though this may be the way you show up to that connection. So not feeling so obligated, right? All of the time. Now this is you. This is who you are. Don't let people change you, beloved. But also being real with yourself. If you find yourself showing up more for someone this way than they do for you, or when the opportunity arises for them to put in a good word for you, drop your name as a refer you to someone, or refer someone to you, or whatever, they don't. Or see if they can get the same deal for you that they get for themselves. They don't, and that's okay. You're not supposed to get it that way. But you also not supposed to consider this person as much as you do when you make every move that you make. Yeah, I feel like being told to recall some of your magic for yourself. Always the plug, but never getting plugged in. Period. Stop being a plug. And this doesn't mean you stop being a plug to everybody. Just this doesn't mean that you stop being a plug to all the time, but not to everybody. You can't be that friendly with everybody. Everybody can't get access to you this way. Legit seeing someone level up in a way and feeling like it's an injustice. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. Don't worry about somebody else's karma. This justice card out here in reverse is really is giving me, don't worry about nobody else's karma. Don't worry about what anybody else got going on. Tower card out here in reverse. I really feel like tending to self, tending to home, making sure that you don't fall apart. Because if you keep going the way that you're going, you will. It's inevitable. You will. So slowing down. Some of you, this is about your health, wanting to be more disciplined. Heavy on someone not being as flexible and wanting to change that, wanting to be more flexible. It puzzles me, Fate. California's in the building. Idaho's in the building. Hey, y'all. Um, yeah. I also really feel like I want you to be careful for watching something somebody has and being like, yeah, you got that or whatever, but you ain't going to be able to maintain it. Because that energy, protect your thoughts is the main message that's coming out for me. Because watching what somebody else got it, and believing that they're not going to be able to maintain it is just a reflection of how you feel. Like you can't maintain certain things, and that energy is going to come back to you. Watch what you project, because that energy is going to come back to you, you know? But I also really feel like some of you want to jump into something. This could be you. Some of you want to jump into something, or you did jump into something without thinking about it. It being really important for you to think about the things that you commit to at this time. You know, not being cautious. Not being careful, making a mistake. Some of you can't realize why something is down, something is not working, and it's because of your own doing. Everything is great, Ange. Thank you. Love you, love you. Um, yeah. Some of you are wondering why something ain't working for you, why it's down, why it's stagnant, why, and it's because you broke something. It's because you was moving too fast. It's because you wasn't cautious. It's because you didn't take care. Now something has to get repaired, and you thought it was on somebody else. You thought it was somebody else's doing. You thought it was somebody else's fault, and really it was yours. Really, it was yours. Really, there's a disconnect somewhere. Something happened. There's a disconnect. So have you on a disconnection? This could be a cable, some type of wire somehow. Have you on the being disconnected or a relationship being disconnected because of something that you did? And it's not about pointing fingers, but taking accountability. And it may not even be about rectifying the situation with someone else as much as it is just learning your lesson, moving forward. Um, I also really feel like it's important, yo, to go out of your way to spend time with people, spend time with the people that you love. Heavy on this energy of alone time. It's funny how I turned it up right. So I feel like because it came out in reverse, but I turned it up right by accident. So I really feel like you may start the day or need to spend time with family. It's funny how I flipped them. It's funny how I flipped them. It was family was upright and alone time was in reverse because I really feel like making sure you don't isolate yourself or you've been isolated long enough or you spend enough time alone. It's time to connect with family. For some of you, you can't physically do this. This may get on the phone. This may be get on the phone, get on Zoom somehow, talk to your family, connect with your family. But then I feel like after connecting with family and really getting the fix that you need or whatever, loving on the people that you love, you need your alone time because I ended up that's how I pulled them, but then I ended up flipping them without realizing it. It had alone time upright and family was out here in reverse. So I feel like after putting in that time and energy to connect with the people that you love, needing to make sure that you spend some time for yourself, you take some time for yourself. I also really feel like not letting people know when you feel disconnected, letting people know when you feel like, hey, I wanted you, I missed you, or hey, we haven't had sex in a while, or hey, we haven't hugged. I don't know about whatever the fuck it is with your partners. For some of you, this is a lot of you. This is with your partners or whatever. Not needing to be silent and let it become a problem, or let it right act like you're unlucky. 11 and 7, right? 7 and 11 is lucky. It's the right luck to be blessed. But this 11-7, not feeling like you unlucky in love or unlucky in whatever the situation is, and by not saying anything, really having to um, be honest from a non combative standpoint. Just being honest, like, hey, I want to spend some time with you. Hey, I miss you. Like, it's been a minute. Or can we do this? Can we just have some quality time? Or can we try something new? Have you on to trying something new? It doesn't have to be with a partner. When I say a partner, like being in a relationship, this could be with your siblings, yo. This could be with your nieces, nephews, cousins. It could be home girl, homeboy, whatever this is. I just feel like not getting that one-on-one, that quality time in with somebody, not really getting along with, even knowing how to work with them, and so doing something, having there being some type of exercise that allows y'all to do so. Allows y'all to come together. Heavy on couples yoga being a really big thing. This shit's been on my heart for the last week. I finally did it today. For the first time ever. It was a vibe. And so finding out what this is for you, how this works out in your life, how can we come together and work together, be on the same page, successfully do something without fighting. Be in sync. Everyone just being in sync, in harmony with someone. Is the Libra moon energy all fucking day is really giving what it's giving. I really feel like, what is it? Okay, Boopy. Where's Daddy? I feel like a Scorpio is exhausted after doing for self. after taking care of self all day. Someone needs to rest after taking care of themselves all day. Or you need to rest after taking care of yourself all day. Or tending, heavy on the Aries vibes, the Scorpio vibes out here, tending to yourself. I really feel like you witness that you're not the only one who jumped timelines. You see where someone else jumped timelines too. I also really feel like letting someone know. Some of y'all having to find healthy ways. Don't be fucking petty about it. But some of y'all gotta find healthy ways to take your power back from somebody that y'all giving it to by letting them know they don't still got it like that. You may not cut them off, you may not be done with them completely, but letting them know that they ain't got it like that no more. Letting them know that you ain't weak for them the way that you was once weak for them, right? Now this may watch for being petty. Like I'll give you an example. Like don't be petty about it. Have this energy, like someone you being attracted to, someone you being attracted to, who has neglected, who has rejected you, decided they don't want to deal with you somehow. Now all of a sudden you want to tell them that you think they ugly, you think they don't look good. That energy, like don't play yourself this way, you know. Right? Don't men do this all the time with women when they catcall women and they get rejected and then they be like, well, fuck you, bitch. You was ugly anyway, or you was fat anyway, or whatever the fuck. That energy. You ain't got no ass anyway. That energy. Like not treating someone like that because you really look foolish. You really look silly. Um, it's beneath you to show up this way. But and don't think that women don't do this shit, because women do this shit. Being really petty may not be out in the open, but because someone rejects you, now you being petty. Now you want them to you want, before you walk away, before you satisfy your ego was like, nah, you gotta know that I'm over you, or no, now you gotta know you. I can't have you thinking that you the man. Can't have you thinking that you got it like that. Can't have you thinking that you the shit. So I gotta somehow knock you down somehow, make you feel bad about yourself, or make you second guess yourself. Watch this energy. Watch for being this way. Some of you are showing up this way, but some of you is someone else showing up this way, trying to treat you this way because you rejected them in some way. I also really feel like with this abundance planning being out here, next to this energy out here of me telling you not to worry about what somebody else got, I truly feel like this abundance planning is one, telling y'all to get on y'all budgets, making sure that you know what you spend, and some heavy on the creating a budget, and know that works for you, being able to see your shit. And I've been saying this to y'all for a while now, a few weeks now. You need to know every fucking penny that comes in and every penny that comes out, where it goes. Some of you, your spending habits would completely change. You would chill the hell out if you really knew where your money was going. But also, I really feel like somebody really wanted to jump out the box. This could be you wanting to jump out the box and go do something that you know that you can't afford right now, because you see somebody else that you think you're doing better than. So if they're doing it and you're like, if they're doing it, I could fucking do it because I'm doing better than them. When the reality is, the reason why they're doing it is because they make poor decisions. They can't afford the decisions that they make, or they're going to have to learn the hard way. Whatever the fuck this is, you have to make smarter decisions, better decisions. You have to plan for what it is that you want. This should really be in alignment if you follow me over on IG, because the card that I posted for the day was Mercury and Virgo, and heavy on this being exactly that. Looking at a situation, weighing the options, your pros and your cons of a situation before you make any action. Also planning ahead. So I just feel like some of you want something that's going to cost you. It's going to cost a pretty penny. You got to budget that shit in, or you need to know how much it costs first, or you need to go and do your research. Make sure that you've done your research. Make sure you have all the answers that you need. I also really feel like learning that someone got over on you. Someone got over on you. Someone scams. Someone gets scammed. Someone scams you. You end up paying more for something than you should. You end up overpaying something. Somebody gets done dirty, and there's justice. The justice hasn't been paid off yet. Some of you don't realize. Some of you, it has happened, right? This could be like you ended up you had a slumlord, so your next place is gonna be really dope, or you already had a slumlord, so your new place is really dope, or it's with ease, or you know what I'm saying. Everything just being it just flowing naturally, it being a lot easier than it was at the last place you were at. But when you leave here and you go to the next place you go to, it gets better because of the injustices you have suffered, people touching your shit, nothing in here works, or you're dealing with whatever the fuck the environment is unsafe, whatever. I'm just giving an example, right? And some of you, this could be like buying a car and someone really overcharging you and you pay it. You had no fucking clue. So how the way that someone got over on you and how you'd been overpaying and you've been doing that shit for a year, but now you ready to upgrade. And when you upgrade, you really level up. You really level up and you get something even better than you ever thought that you would get because someone scammed you to begin with, because there was an injustice to begin with. Some of you, that injustice is going to be rectified by the very person who fucking did you dirty. Make no mistakes. I'm just giving you an example, you know? I also really feel like what we're leaving for another day is that somebody has to live with the decisions that they've made, right? Have you on someone jumping out the box today and then tomorrow waking up like, what the hell did I do? Now ain't the time for that, beloved. If you already made a decision, if I'm talking to you after you've already made a really tough decision that you like, damn, I didn't listen to Merce. I should have fucking waited. Damn, Merce, why you ain't fucking do this daily check-in earlier before I made this wild ass decision? I already made it. That's fine. You made it. You have to stick with it. You have to believe in it. You have to believe in the results. Believe that you're gonna be able to show up to meet whatever it is, whatever requirements that you have to meet. Or if now your bills increased and now you locked in to pay this every month, you go needing to really know that you're going to and showing up, aligning that, right? Versus protecting your thoughts about what you can do, but then showing up and making sure that your actions match that, and you make sure that you're able to pay that bill every month. It's something about this shit. Somebody jumps out the box today and then tomorrow they're like, oh my God, what did I do? We're not doing this. Protect your thoughts. You live and you learn. Everybody makes mistakes. You're not here to beat up on yourself, but you're also here to be extremely disciplined about the decisions that you're making, right? And also, I just feel like someone, you know, yeah, heavy on the Empress being really upset. Heavy on the Empress being really upset. This is the thing. The Empress fighting. The Empress needs to do things to avoid conflict in a real way. Having on the Empress having really bad habits that she struggles to break away from. Someone having really bad habits that they struggle to break away from. You watching somebody being so powerful can make so many things happen, but they really struggle. They really struggle to give up a really bad habit that is weighing on them. You know, that is having really adverse effects. I also really feel like some of you are going to be made uncomfortable when you have to share part of your journey, a part of your healing journey in some way that makes you uncomfortable, right? You may be very, very, very uh, comfortable talking about how your spiritual journey or healing emotionally, but you may be very uncomfortable talking about your physical journey healing, what you go through in your body, how you have to transform a certain thing, the way your diet is changing, the way you have to be disciplined. You may be afraid to be really transparent, because you're not doing something right when you're working out, and you don't want to be judged, and things like this. Have you on the having to challenge yourself and not being afraid of what you look like, not being afraid to be out in the open, because that's how you get support. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me, always. So I really identify with this energy out here. Um, you know, I genuinely feel like where you're open in one area, you're being challenged to be open in another, and it feels really foreign, it feels really weird or self-conscious or heavy on the not wanting to do things that you're not naturally good at and having to challenge yourself at this time. I'm gonna leave it there. Um, I also really feel like saying that you were gonna do something and you're taking a lot longer to do something than you say you would. Like, do things when you say you're going to do them, or stop when you say you are. Be aware of your time, set boundaries, things of that nature. Anyway, I love you. It's your girl Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. Peace.